Hello everyone, so this is Eugene, and in this video I will be demonstrating how to load, process and store a streaming dataset using Spark structured streaming. So before we can start, we will need to complete some prerequisites. So the first thing is we will need to have Spark in our computer. So to have Spark installed in our computer, we will need a few things. So first we will need to have Java in our computer. Also we need to have Spark and the WinUtil file. So I'll go through step by step of what these are. First is to have Spark, to have Java. We can just Google Oracle JDK, which is a Java development script. Download, and we can see this page. And download a suitable file for your OS. So after that, we'll move on to Spark download. You just Google Spark download, and you can see from Apache. Just download the latest one. You can see right here. And lastly, WinUtil. You can just Google this one, and you can see it in GitHub, the very first one. Go in and download the one that is compatible with your Hadoop version. So now that we have all our files ready, we want to keep them in somewhere where we can remember the path. So for Java, I just kept it in the program file over here. You can see Java JDK. Next, I kept my Spark somewhere else over here. This is where I unzip my zip file that I downloaded. And WinUtil, I just put it in the C drive over here. Next, we want to add our path into our user variable in our environmental variables. So how we go about doing that? Okay, just search advanced and go to view advanced system settings. Go to environmental variables. Over here you can see user variables. Just click new and then add your variable name and our path over here. So you can see I've already added Java under the variable name Java home. Okay, this is the path. WinUtil to Hadoop home, and also Spark to Spark home. So apart from that, we also need to add two new variable over here for Jupyter notebook. So this is our variable name. PySpark driver Python value is Jupyter, and PySpark driver Python ops value being notebook. Okay, then click OK. We are done. So after completing our prerequisites, we want to check if our Spark is really working. So we will open Anaconda prompt and type PySpark. It should open a Jupyter notebook, okay, like that. And next, we'll just open a notepad. Okay, so we want to check if our Spark is working. Just type sc and run it, and we can see Spark context. Okay, we have successfully installed Spark into the computer. Okay, so now we want to begin with our program. So the first thing we have to do is we have to create a storage space in MySQL. So we will run this SQL query, and then you can see I've already ran it. This is my table that I've created to store our data that will be flowing in later on. We also want to make sure that we have a few files ready. So we can see for this assignment, we will need our built-in product table and our generate transactions Python script. and also a folder named begin in the same folder as the product in the transaction. So okay, we'll open our generate transaction code. So this will be a Python script where we will use to generate our transactions from the begin product file over here. This is to create our streaming data for our use later on. So next we want to go through our Python scripts in Jupyter Notebook. So we'll be using 5 scripts to store our streaming data into my SQL table. So for the first one is this one. This is a Python script to load Jupyter Notebook with PySpark. And next we have this code. Okay, this code is the first step to configure a Spark SQL session. Okay, so this is an entry point. Okay, next. Okay, this code. Okay, this is the function written for us to insert data into the table that we previously created in MySQL. Okay, next we have this one. Okay, so this is a script to store our data into our selected folder. And this is the fifth one, to generate the data that is the function written above this one. Unfortunately, I have hit some error in my fourth script due to some configuration issue, so I will just proceed to show you the script that we'll be running. So we have come to the last part of our assignment, which is to visualize our data, our streaming data. So the code below, this code, is used to channel data into our real-time graph in Dash application as it gets channeled into the my MySQL database. So first we have to import the necessary libraries over here, and then this is our next part. This part is to create a real-time graph on the Dash application. So next we are going to define a function which is used to create an empty Python list and connect to my SQL database and get all the records from the SQL query to the list created above. Okay, this is our last part. This is to update the graph in real time and to fetch data from the SQL database. And so what we do is we create a pandas data frame with a time window against the number of transactions and plot a bar graph. And finally, we want to run our app. So unfortunately, as we have encountered some issues in our previous script, I cannot run the graph, but I can show you what we are supposed to see. So this is our expected result, but we are expecting it to move to pick our real-time streaming data. So we have come to the end of the tutorial. Have a good day.